Good morning. It's just gone 8:15 on Friday morning, and I'm out and about very early, as you can see. Today I'm having to take the car down to the garage for its MOT, its annual roadworthiness checkup. So the car's now old enough that it needs one. But unfortunately, I have to take it in for 8:30. And seeing as it's now our only car, after I've dropped it off, I've got to walk back into town. And it's raining. I know. So yeah, it's going to be one of those days today, I think. So I'm going to get a bit wet and it's a bit cold. And when the car's ready for picking up again, I've got to walk all the way back to pick it up. Like I said, it's going to be one of them days today. So when I took the car down for its service and its MOT this morning, when I parked up outside the garage to pop into the office to hand over the keys, it was raining, as you saw this morning. And there's a little umbrella in the passenger pocket. So I leant over to pick it out of the pocket.
Oh dear.
Resting my side against the centre, well, I don't know, what would you call it?
Console.
The centre console,
Yeah.
where there's a compartment for keeping stuff in and cup holders and that kind of thing. And as I'm leaning across to get the umbrella, there was an audible pop and crack noise. I didn't break the arm in the car.
He cracked his rib.
Yes, it was the sound of one of my ribs popping. So now I've got cracked ribs.
You can have nothing on your own here, can you?
I know. So Ian's just said, you can't have anything, can you? It's been one of those days today. It's Friday, 11:20. When I got to the garage this morning, they offered us a courtesy car. It's only a little piddly thing, and it's got one of those waggy stick shift things. Manual, not automatic. But a car's a car. So I will be able to nip out and do some shopping later, and nip down to the health centre to drop off a questionnaire that they've asked Mum to fill in about her COPD, and that kind of stuff. So I'll be able to drop that off, go do some shopping, and then we'll be all set. So this morning I've started looking at February's Mission Inspiration. By the time this goes live, it'll be after the 12th of February, so you'll have already seen it. But I've been playing around with this experimental stencil this morning. It's a bit spooky. Let me see if I can get some black card to show you it better. It took ages to cut because it's really fiddly. The edges are all jagged and worn and torn. I don't know whether you can see that. All really bitty. Yeah, and it took quite a while. I might just need to adjust this up here just so that it's a little bit more stable. But I also wanted just a little bit more definition down here, where the hand came down at the bottom. I know it's a little bit disturbing. I know it's a little bit, a bit scary. But Mission Inspiration this month called for it. Whispers and Shadows is the prompt, is the theme. And we don't have to just keep that kind of thing to Halloween, do we? We don't. Some of us hold Halloween here all year round, just like we do Christmas. Christmas here, Halloween here. Yeah, so I'm going to start playing with that in a moment. I've just got to wait for things to dry and my other phone to charge up so that I can actually film. I'm expecting some phone calls from either the hospital about Ian today, because they're supposed to be doing follow-up and booking appointments for physiotherapy, so I don't want to clog this phone up today. But also I'm expecting some phone calls from the solicitors about this house sale in Barnsley, because we're almost there. So they're wanting to set dates for exchange of contracts and completion, which is when we actually get paid for the house. So I'm trying to keep the phone clear today, so which is why I'm charging up my other spare one. So yeah, it's going to be one of them kind of days today, isn't it? And of course, it's still raining again. It's horrible. It's filthy out there. I don't really want to have to go out, but I'm going to have to. After I've done the mission inspiration, of course. So we've had quite a lot of rain recently. So much so that the playing field up there is a little bit waterlogged. So much so that they thought that it was going to overflow the dike.
It wasn't far off it.
No, it wasn't.
Back that much.
Yes. So you may notice over my shoulder it says road closed.
Some massive pipes and a massive pump there.
Yes. So they're pumping it out of the field, out of the culvert,
And into the canal.
and all the way down the street. And pumping it all the way into the canal. And they started last night about tea time, didn't they?
Yeah, about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, started laying the pipes a lot earlier than that, but they started pumping from about 7 o'clock last night.
Till 5 this morning.
Yeah, and they didn't stop until 5 a.m. this morning. We've had a little bit more rain today, so it looks as though they're probably going to start pumping again tonight. And then they've said they may have to leave the pipes in case it rains. Shush you! Go on. And they may have to leave the pipes because we're forecast rain all next week as well. So, and all this to stop the fields from overflowing into the culvert, which then overflows into the road, which would then flood the houses. So, all this preventative measure to keep us all safe and dry. It's like having massive snakes all the way up, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Come on, you.
Then they changed to the blue fluffy ones.
Yes. Come on, Bentley. Come on. Get you up.
The reason we've got the solid ones is because we're pumping from the dike to the pump, to pump up to the second pump, and this is the one that takes it all out to the canal.
Yeah.
More bendy.
More bendy. Flexible.
Hi everyone, it's Ian here, feeling a lot better. Pain's gone, achy, but that's about it really. Going to the barber's later in the week to have a trim, make myself feel a little bit better. And I've also been working on a new copy of my books. Whether you're familiar or not, I'm not sure. I publish a book once every couple of years, and it's got all my machines in it that I've made, and it tells you all about them, what they're for, etc. And I've just, while I've been laid up, I've been working on my new one. So I'll just spin the camera around and give you a look at the cover. It won't be out for another 2 to 3 weeks, but I think it looks brilliant. I'm really pleased with it. Mike's helped me enormously as usual. So let me spin the camera around and I'll show you. So this is the new book, Verne Industries Wondrous Devices Volume 4. Cute. I love it. I love the logo I've done. That sounds a bit big-headed, doesn't it? All the machines in here feature, and there are all the machines that I've built here that I've been building since last October, November time. It's all a bit quiet in here at the moment. I've tidied up. I'm getting ready to launch some new stuff on Mike's site as well. But yeah, the new book will be out in a couple of weeks' time from my website. They're not expensive, they're only £5. So a nice little thing to give somebody if they're into steampunk. See you soon.
Hello and welcome. It's Wednesday the 11th of February, and we've been out and about this morning. Yesterday I spent at the house in Penistone, started to go through the loft, taking all of the rubbish out of the the rubbish out of the attic that had been stored up there for years and years and years and years and years. And then today, actually got back yesterday around about 2 o'clock-ish. Went very, very early in the morning. And then today, we've been over to Gainsborough to do some shopping, done some errands in town, and popped in to see the solicitors to find some final contracts. It looks as though the house sale is going to be completed on the 20th of February. So that's really, really good news. So that'll be a little bit of an albatross from around my neck, so to speak. And it will obviously give the old bank balance a little bit of a boost, which is always welcome, absolutely. So earlier in the vlog and earlier in the week, I was working with a stencil on Saturday's Mission Inspiration. That was the stencil there. And I wanted to tidy up around the arms here, up here, to make it a bit easier to cut and easier to supply. I've now had a chance to do it, so that's the new version now. So as you can see, I've actually added in the detail of the fingers here. I've tidied this up, added a bit more detail up there. I've tidied the face up a little bit, so there's a bit more detail. It's actually got some little teeth on the bottom there, which were missing off this one. I've kind of tidied up and extended some of this detail down here, and filled in and added in some detail down here and a little bit over this side of there. So that's going to be the new version. I'm hoping, if I've got time, to add in some texture up here, some background grungy kind of textury bits up here, and before I get a chance to release that on the website. So just keep your eyes peeled for that one if you're interested in that. I've dropped something on the floor that I need. There we go. But also, if you're a club member, over on the club section, you'll see a sneak peek of me using this new stencil set. So this is called Butterfly Detail and Mask. So you get the outline of the butterfly, you get the detail that fits inside the wings, and there is also a mask that comes with that kit, or this stencil as well. If you're a club member, there is a video, an exclusive video of me using said stencil in an art journal page that I did a couple of days ago. So it's there on the club section of the website. If you're interested in that, then if you're a club member, pop across, and because there's also a little wee bit of a discount if you're wanting to order that one too. So pop across, get busy. So I've had time to add a little bit of texture and grunginess to that top left hand corner of the stencil, that gassed stencil. So I'm just doing a quick prototype now, so fingers crossed this will be okay and won't need any more adjustments, so I'll be able to pop it on the website, fingers crossed. Alright, so it's just finished, so let's just take that out, and then just need to knock a little bit out of that out, and there's a lot more texture in there. Alright, so I've had time just to clean it up a little bit. There are some areas that are causing a few little issues. Now sometimes when the small areas like this, when they get cut, and because of the heat, they kind of bond themselves back in again, so they kind of melt back into place again. But theoretically or intrinsically, that's it, it's done. So there's the added texture. So sometimes stencil designs can work the first time, sometimes it takes 2 or 3 iterations before you kindly get to the right one. So it goes from kind of original drawing to, you know, to stencil, and then you have to do a couple of prototypes until you're happy with it. But you've got to kind of make sure that it's not too fiddly and there's not a huge amount of cleaning up to be done with each stencil before you have to send it off in the post, because otherwise you spend most of your time scrubbing and trying to pop out tiny little pieces, and it takes forever. But anyway, I hope that you like this one, so as much as I do anyway, and I probably will use it a bit later on again in another project. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.